know what day it is. Jason has come home to Crystal Lake to kill some counselors in the honor of his mother's name. She thought he drowned and she went crazy with a machete. It was off with her head, and now that boy's mama dead. Now it's out for revenge. Started with a bag on the head. Think again before you go camping. Husk you with the sickle, or strangle you to death with his bare hands. You cannot escape this. So many chapters in the ongoing saga. Couple times a year we experience the horror. The legend continues to grow. Killed Shelly, grabbed the hockey mask and breed imaginal. Now he's in the barn, you should be alarmed. Hang him with the rope, that man can't choke. Axe to the face, is he dead or still breathing? You're testing your fate if you're transferring the body. Now he's in the morgue, cold hands start to move. Guess he wasn't dead, now the doctors are doomed. Back on the loose, fresh out of the hospital. Back to the lake house, prey on the counselors. You know what day it is. Jason has come home to Crystal Lake to kill some counselors in the honor of his mother's name. She thought he drowned and she went crazy with a machete. It was off with her head, and now that boy's mama dead. Next up in the path of the vortex of death, visiting the lake house, not your best bet. A bunch of friends gathered for a soiree. Crisp and Glover dance, now that's what I call comedy. Similar plot, Ed and Corey Feldman. The only one we thought who actually killed him. With psychological games, he shaved his head so they were one and the same. He chopped them into pieces, then we didn't see him for a while. Little Tommy Jarvis chilling in the psych ward. PTSD, this shit keeps on happening. Copycat killers keep on carrying tradition. They use the mask cause they know it's got some weight. You cannot be Jason cause Jason's in a grave. What the fuck you doing, Tommy Jarvis, are you dumb? Digging him up, he comes alive, electrocution. You know what day it is. Jason has come home to Crystal Lake to kill some counselors in the honor of his mother's name. She thought he drowned and she went crazy with a machete. It was off with her head, and now that boy's mama dead. Okay, so here's when the myth gets a little, I don't know. What's the word? Oh yeah, unbelievable. Jarvis tried to make sure he was dead. Stabbed the corpse with the pole, got electrocuted. You guessed it, he's back. Man is on a rampage. Flipping peppers, bumping Alice Cooper all day. The only way to kill him, drown him at the lake. The man can't swim for God's sakes. First she gotta get him in the chains. Drag him to the bottom with a nice sized boulder wrapped around his shoulder. You'll be safe until the man gets summoned. Fucking Keenan with the telekinesis powers. He died so many times, he's now supernatural, not human. So how do you remove him? Summon the spirit of your dead dad. Get him to do the dirty work and drown Jason at last. You know what day it is. Jason has come home to Crystal Lake to kill some counselors in the honor of his mother's name. She thought he drowned and she went crazy with a machete. It was off with her head, and now that boy's mama dead. It didn't last long, didn't take much. Spoiled brat's yacht, lost electrocution. Man, now he's got a boat, guess we should've saw this coming. Crashing to graduation, all while trying to take Manhattan. Shape-shifting with a murderous gaze. Head tilt to the side, in the alleys we play. We'll try to box the god on the rooftop, you will lose. Take him to the sewer, drown the man in some ooze. Before he vanished in the air, he turned into a little boy. Full circle, Jason is destroyed. Jason went to hell, but still roamed the earth. People ate his heart and continued his work till he ran into Freddy, matched up evenly. Show you the difference of a dream and reality. I think we all know how this ends. Somewhere in space, when Jason strikes again. You know what day it is. Jason has come home to Crystal Lake to kill some counselors in the honor of his mother's name. She thought he drowned and she went crazy with a machete. It was off with her head, and now that boy's mama dead. Somewhere in space, orbiting the planet, Jason still lives. I know cause I can feel it. Every Friday, glancing at the calendar. Is it the 13th? Shit, then it's a problem. You could be the next installment of the franchise. Another story told, rallied round the campfire. Too late, Kane Hodder got you wrapped up in a sleeping bag as he throws you against a tree trunk. When will it end? Well, that can depend on the many situations you may find yourself in. Don't get lost in the woods, mean you should be all good, but anything is possible, you did what you could. It's like a metaphor for life and a really sharp knife. Keep killing the game, get those movie rights. No matter what these people do to try and kill you, you just keep coming, the stories are all true.